everybody, welcome! My name is Kurt, aka the Vitruvian Gamer, and welcome to part 2 of this playthrough of The Pursuit of Happiness. Well, before I start, I got a comment of, Mr. Steven Bonacor, and also from the designer, of one of the designers of the game, telling me that, this box, this cover of this box is of course not the one that Stronghold will be publishing. This is the first edition, the one that was limited for Essen Spiel 2015, and Stronghold will be publishing this game, a second edition with a new box art and also a few changes in the game itself. But those differences aren't too big. The board has changed a little bit, but it is playable in the same way as this one. Also, the components have changed a little bit, but very little. As I already told you, the cards have been updated, but I have those cards through the Kickstarter, so not too many differences at the end, but just remember that there are a few differences with the second edition. Okay, so we are at round 2 of this game. We are in the adult stage. And what happens is we have this event, as you might remember. So to ensure that we can buy more and less expensive items in the sales next round, we cannot use the spend action. And of course I've got there was one subscriber that gave me an idea of what to do. Stacia Duster told me or suggested to save the money, so not buying anything this round, and get some money to do some more buying next round, because one of our goals was to buy at least 5 items in this game, as you can see here, and also we want to end the game with at least 8 money to we have to have at least 8. So that's some things we need to do, and I suggest we start going. So what do we want? I want more money for the next round so we can really buy more stuff. So let's see what we can do. We still have our projects here. We are learning to dance. Let's go down a little bit. So we are learning to dance. We have a comic book collection as well. And the other suggestion I had was, because we do have a comic book collection and we are a little bit of a nerd, and we need a job, of course, then the suggestion was to get this job as an illustrator. As you can see, for that we need 4 creativity, and it earns us 6 money, but of course we have to go to work starting from next rounds, which costs us time and some more creativity. So that was the plan. So that is the plan. So I will start by getting a job, and for that we just put one of the hourglasses on the get job space. We choose a job that we want. Now these are all double-sided, so we could become an illustrator or a musician. We are going to become an illustrator. There we go. We have a job now. We have to pay 4 creativity. We have this one 5, so we get 1 back. There we go. And that means we have an art job here, the illustrator. And we immediately earn our first paycheck. 6 of these coins. Awesome! Now, different than the projects and the items, we do not refill this part here, so we will not get another job here. So we could also become a teacher and then lose this job again, but that's not the plan, of course. We are going to go for the career as illustrator, or at least we start with that one. Okay, so my job needs creativity. I'm also learning to dance, which also needs creativity to get better at it. So I'm going to do some playing there, which gives me 3 creativity. There we go. We take 3 creativity. We need them. We need it a lot. All right. What's next? Okay, so I think, well, we are trying to keep our money for for next round, so I'm not going to upgrade my comic book collection, although it gives me a lot of creativity, of course, but it costs me 2 and next round 2 as well, but I might consider it for later. For now, I still have 5 creativity. I'm going to pay 4 of them, 4 creativity, and I'm going to learn to dance the foxtrot. Wow, yeah. Yes, I can dance, baby. Yeah, alright. So, doing the foxtrot, well, that gives me some influence. I take 5 and give back 2 to the supply. There we go. But also some long-term happiness. And that puts us at 4 now. Alright, we're on our way for that 50. We need 50 at the end of the game. We cannot forget about that. And of course I forgot something very important. Learning to dance takes time. I had to pay, of course, an hourglass to do so. Okay, what's next? We have 3 more hourglasses available. We have, at this moment, we have 2 projects because, well, this is a project, of course. This is a standard project or a basic project. Having a job is a project or counts as a project as well for the stress stuff. So I think we might consider well, yeah, so we only have one creativity at this moment. We need 2 to keep this job next round. So I think we are going to invest in a relationship. And that's very easy, of course. We put an hourglass at the develop relationship spot. And we can get a relationship. We are going to date a woman, this girl, a Robin. We start to date her. There we go. It's a level 1. You can never start higher, of course. That's a little bit crazy. And well, she is a smart one. We can talk a little bit with her. It gives us 2 knowledge. And we also get 1 creativity. That's the one we need for next round to keep up our job. She gives me some inspiration as in my job as an illustrator. Alright, 2 more things we can do. So let's see. I'm going to spend another hourglass on the take project space there. And I'm going to start up a restaurant. And then that way you can also see how a group project works. So this spot also gets refilled. I'm sorry, I'm bumping the camera. Well, I could grow a bonsai tree, as you can see. Okay, starting a restaurant. Alright, actually, so the one that I put on Take Project, well, this one actually goes on the card. So that's actually a free action, not really, but if I can still take another project without getting stressed. And then if you take this project card, this group project, you can choose one of the 4, well, jobs or parts of this project. I could be a manager of the restaurant, a chef, a greeter, or a waiter. Now, honestly, I am just a simple guy. I am going to become a waiter. So I'm going to put my hourglass right over there. I'm going to pay, of course, what I need to be a waiter. So I took this project here. 3 knowledge, so I know a little bit about drinks. 3 influence as well. I'm a little bit social. Well, it's not because I'm a nerd and I have a big comic book collection that I don't know how to work with people. That gives me 1 coin as well, and immediately I get 2 long-term happiness points. That gives us 6 points at this moment. Okay, we have 1 more hourglass left. Let's see what we're doing with that. Well, I think because I'm a big hard worker, I am going to, well, besides my job as an illustrator, besides doing some waiting at the restaurant, I'm going to do a temporary job as well, giving me 3 more coins. I'll take the 5 here and I'll put 2 back into the supply. Okay, so that ends my round. And that means that we go to the end of a round phase. So we get additional rewards from group projects. Let me explain that. So let's go to that group project. Okay, so This is a little bit less complicated in a solo game. Well, complicated, because we are alone. Now, everyone who joined this group project will get this group project reward, and that's the bottom part of this card here. So if there is only one that joins the group project, like there is now, each player, or for each of your hourglass markers on it, you get this first reward. If I would have done 2 jobs here, well, I would get these 2 rewards, once for each of my tokens here. And if there was a third one from another color, because you cannot have more than 2 of the same color, then all players would get these 3 rewards times the number of hourglasses on it. Well, but in this case, only 1 is there of me, of course, and that means I get 2 more coins. So we have quite some cash flow for, well, next round to buy some stuff in the sales. Okay, so that's that. Back to our little card here. Alright, set aside a single round in group project. So this group project, that one goes away, we set it aside. So this is a project that we done. This has been finished, so we can set that aside for later, maybe if we need that in some end goal. Alright. Then we take back our hourglass markers from the board and from the cards in front of us. Okay, so we take everything back to us. We have the 6 of them back available for next round. Awesome. Next part is determine the next round based, the first player based on the short-term happiness. That's not important in a solo game. And we reset everything to 0. Well, we had no short-term happiness this round. It was just a normal part of our life, this first years of our adulthood. Okay, this is not important for now. That means this round is over and we go to the next one. Okay, so before the upkeep phase, because we are playing with the events, we get a new event. So this one will trigger very soon, and I'll put it here for now, and we get a new event for next round. So it's another green one, so we can have something good. So we could get 1 resource of each type. Once in this round, you may refresh one of the cards rows without losing short-term happiness. Okay, oh, awesome. So if we do not get any stress in this round, in this new round, the second year of our adulthood or second part, then we can enjoy this advantage of years of plenty. Awesome. Something we can keep an eye on. Alright, but then we go to the upkeep phase. Let's do this once more with the card here. First of all, we advance the round marker. That means we put this cube to the next part of the adulthood. We discard all the cards from the board and draw new ones. Alright, so we did not date Jamie, we didn't become a teacher, we didn't do the skiing and the off-roading, we did not get the stamp collection. And I'll do this off camera because, well, I can't reach them as good as I'd love to. Okay, so we will restock every row there. So we could do martial arts and keep a good eye on it again if you want to choose what we take after this video. We could develop an invention. Nice. Ooh, pretty cool. And we could write some poetry. Not bad, it gives us some creativity. Alright, items, very important for this round. There are sales. So let's see. We could buy celebrity items collection. Pretty neat, pretty cool. Alright, let's put that here. Or a makeup collection. Okay, special. Interesting, gives us creativity again. Or we could get a personal gym and work on those muscles. And, well, pretty cool here, this little sun gives us some rest, so we could remove some stress if we want to with that. Awesome. We could, oh, sorry, that's the wrong way to do this, so you take the bottom ones. We could become a 3D artist, which is pretty cool. It's a level 2 art job, so we might get a promotion to a 3D artist. As you can see, it gives us $11 of salary, but it takes plenty more time to keep up with that job, or a set designer is the other opportunity. All these stats are the same. Alright, and we could also become a creative director. Well, it's all the creative stuff. It is pretty cool. So it's also a level 2 job, so it's also an art job, so we could promote from an illustrator to a creative director. It's also 11, or an art critic, going to on the other side of that job. Alright, or we can date someone else or someone more, Erin or Martha. There are possibilities for us to date. Okay, let's see. We gain or lose our markers from the round according to the space on the stress track. Nothing happens there. That's pretty cool. And we count the number of total active project jobs and partners. We have 1, 2, 3 projects here, because also a relationship is a project. It can be stressful. So we have 3 projects at this moment. No stress there, so pretty cool. And then we need to pay our upkeep costs and gain the rewards for it. And that's cool, of course, because we have to, let's zoom in for that. We have to do the upkeep for our job. And as you can see, it costs us 1 time. There we go, I'll put it on there. And also 2 creativity. I'll pay my last 2 creativity tokens for that. And we get 6 more coins for that. We worked as an illustrator. Wow, I do have a lot of money, so that's very interesting during the sales season. Okay, people, that's it. Take a good look at this tableau again. So that's what we have at this moment. We do have the sales at this moment, so let's zoom in on that one again. So there are sales this round. So items and activities, 1 cheaper to buy, and we do not get any stress if we use that spend action more than once. And I'll zoom in on those again once more. So feel free to put in the comments what do you want me to do. Remember, I have these things to upkeep. I have the relationship I could develop. Maybe, maybe not. Of course, that costs time and stuff as well. But, well, those are the options. We have these years of plenty we can get if we do not get any more stress this round. And so on and so on. So, let me first thank you for watching part 2 of this playthrough. And, well, feel free to comment below. Feel very, very free to subscribe if you have not done that yet. Feel free to give me a thumbs up. Always nice to feel appreciated. And also, of course, feel very free to give me suggestions on what to do in this 3rd round of this playthrough of the Pursuit of Happiness. Also, visit me on Twitter. I'm at Vitruvian Gamer. Send me an email if you like. That's vitruviangamer@gmail.com. That's not VI, but VE Truvian Gamer. Be sure to do that right. And for the rest of that, this is the end of part 2. Thanks again, and I'll see you all in a very happiness-filled future. Bye bye.